the CI in ciLiving.
Well, normally when we talk to the Scovill Zoo director, he brings the animals to us.
Yeah, but when it comes to talking about large animals, bringing cheetahs, definitely a bad idea. Even a zebra into the studio, probably not the greatest of ideas. And that's why ciLiving's Ryan Burke went to the zoo to meet some of these crazy critters. They weren't uncaged, were they?
They were not. They were behind there. You know, I can only imagine what would happen.
Brave.
Yeah, if we brought a zebra into the studio, I don't know how well that would end. So
Let's talk to Ken about it, though.
yeah, we will. We'll see what we can do. But I decided that it was a better idea for me to actually pay a visit to the Scovill Zoo because they've added a number of different animals recently from Africa. I got a chance to meet the new cheetahs and, of course, check up on their forever classic zebras. Decatur, with its green grass and nearby lake, is a lot different than the dry terrain of southern Africa. But at Scovill Zoo, two new cheetahs are feeling right at home.
Their names are Scovill and Kapinda. Scovill means regal and Kapinda means small but brave.
Ken Fry and the rest of the zoo staff have been busy preparing to welcome the new cheetah brother duo, who came to the zoo from the Smithsonian Research Center in Virginia.
They are 2.5 years old. They came to us just a little over a week ago, so they're fairly new to Scovill Zoo, and we're real excited to have them. They are brothers. They were litter mates, and so they are very used to being together, and which cheetahs often stay together in the wild as brothers or as just males that form a coalition because it's to their advantage to control a bigger area of game.
While the zoo has had cheetahs before, each new one presents its own personality and own challenges.
The cheetahs we had before were more hands-on cheetahs. We could go in and put fly ointment on their ears, kind of touch them, feel body condition. These boys here, they tolerate people, but they don't let you touch them. And so it's a completely new way of working with cheetahs.
Even after just a few weeks, Ken is able to see how both cheetahs are unique.
Even though the brothers are from the same litter, they do act differently. And Scovill is about 15 pounds heavier than his brother, and he seems to be first in line for breakfast time and kind of does everything before his brother. He's a little more confident, where Kapinda, he's a little smaller, he's a little more wary of things, and so you do kind of pick up their little personality traits.
Speaking of animals with plenty of personality, the zoo also keeps busy with their zebras. Another African animal, Fry says, always fascinate visitors.
I think zebras are just one of those type of animals where as a child you learn to identify the black and white stripes, and little kids can say that's a zebra, and so it's one of those type of animals that it just is real recognizable. And so we do have two zebras here at the zoo, and they're pretty easygoing zebras, and we have Chad the male and Zoe the female. Chad's a little more calm, and he comes a little up closer to people, and Zoe's a little more standoffish.
Scovill Zoo, a place full of animals that are not only fun to see, but that also teach us to appreciate the world around us.
What we really hope people do when they come to Scovill Zoo is make a connection with the animal, either with the cheetah or with the Bactrian camel or with an alligator, or just to make a connection with animals.
Connections that can go a long way in saving wildlife. The cheetahs are definitely struggling in the wild. Zoos like the Scovill Zoo definitely work to try and control try and help the populations to keep them strong. So definitely a good thing they're doing with these new cheetahs.
Yeah, they look so chill.
They do. They were relaxed while I was out there. You know, you think they're going to be mean, and they're just laying there calm.
Yeah, until you're there and inside the cage and one puts its paw on you.
Exactly. That we didn't run into, fortunately. Now, the other thing that we got to do that I was so glad this kind of made my day, Ken found out that I really like sloths for whatever reason. I've always liked them. I don't know why. Right. So he took me in, even though it wasn't on exhibit, I got a chance to go in and meet the sloth kind of up close. So day made.
Dare I ask why you like sloths?
You know, I actually it's a long story, but the short version, I was down in Panama a few years ago, and they're just everywhere. And there was one trying to cross the road, and someone that I met got out and helped it cross the road, and ever since then, so it didn't get hit. Ever since then, I've just been fascinated with them.
Have you seen Zootopia?
I haven't, but I've seen the trailer with that, with the slow sloth.
During the commercial, I want the answer to why did the sloth cross the road?
All right, I'll get thinking.
Okay, all right, thanks.
To get the boar spaghetti at Biaggi.
Hey, that's a good reason.
Best answer ever. Hey, minutes away from today's CI Giving winner, going to enjoy dinner and a movie. But next, two pleasant surprises.